The seven last words, or the seven last sayings, are the seven statements attributed to Jesus from the cross, drawn from all four Gospels. The devotional focus on the seven last words became prominent in the late medieval church, which combines the sayings of Jesus, again, from all four Gospels. This spiritual practice is a liturgical act, not a historical reconstruction, which allows us to contemplate, reflect, and ultimately be changed in the process. Through this practice, you will see that the cross is not the silence of God, but it is where love speaks. I invite you now to find a quiet place to reflect, meditate, pray, while I read the third saying 3 times. From the Gospel of John, "Woman, here is your son, here is your mother. Woman, here is your son, here is your mother. Woman, here is your son, here is your mother." In 2005, I was in seminary, deep in education mode, reading, studying, analyzing, exploring. And somewhere in all of that, I came across an article claiming that the West was experiencing an epistemological crisis. How's that for a $5 word? Translated into regular person language, an epistemological crisis is a crisis of knowing. It's a crisis of truth. Do we trust institutions to speak honestly? Do we believe that what we see online or hear in the media is tied to reality? Do political leaders deal truthfully with their constituents? Does the church still have credibility? Can its leaders speak with authority about God, morality, and ethics? Do we simply accept what the early church fathers and mothers taught, or question all of it? If that question was being asked in 2005, then 20 years later, we are swimming in it. It's hard to know what to think, who to trust, what to believe. And I don't think the answer comes through more education, better clergy, or more engaging worship services. I think the answer comes through lived experience. The third word from the cross. Woman, here is your son, here is your mother. In John's gospel, Jesus looks at those gathered. Crucifixion is a public event after all, and in the middle of his suffering, he sees his mother. From a place of compassion, he makes sure she will be cared for. John writes, "When Jesus saw his mother and the disciple whom he loved standing beside her, he said to his mother, 'Woman, here is your son.' Then he said to the disciple, 'Here is your mother.' And from that hour, the disciple took her into his own home." From the cross, Jesus creates a new family. He gives his disciple a mother. He gives his mother a son. To care for someone who is not your child as if they were your child. To care for someone who is not your parent as if they were your parent. To allow yourself to be cared for by someone who is not biologically yours. That is powerful. For most of my life now, I have lived apart from my parents. When our children were young, we didn't have the luxury of grandma or grandpa close by. Instead, our kids were blessed with multiple adoptive grandmothers and grandfathers. Emily and I have both relied on and been cared for by parents who were not our parents. That experience is not academic. It is not institutional. It is not theoretical. It is deep and embodied and real. And when you experience it, something becomes clear. The kingdom of God looks like children caring for others as if they were their parents, and parents caring for others as if they were their children. There's no epistemological crisis there. There's no debate, no spin, no algorithm, just love you can see, love you can receive, love you can trust. Every single day in our congregation and in our community, there's an opportunity to be family to someone who is not your family. Just look around you. The third word, woman, here is your son, here is your mother.